Some encounters last only minutes, but they can save a life forever. The rain pounded relentlessly on the streets of New York City that autumn night, turning the sidewalks into shimmering rivers of reflected neon lights. It was just past midnight on a Friday in October, and Emily Hopper, a 28-year-old former journalist, sat alone in her cramped Brooklyn apartment, staring at the eviction notice clutched in her trembling hands. The bold red stamp read "Final Notice, 30 days to vacate." Her world, already crumbling, had finally collapsed. Emily had once been full of fire and ambition. Fresh out of Columbia University with a degree in journalism, she had landed a dream job at a mid-sized newspaper, writing investigative pieces on social injustice, poverty, and the forgotten voices of the city. Her articles won small awards, and her colleagues admired her passion. But the digital age caught up, budget cuts hit hard, and 6 months ago, she was laid off along with half the staff. "It's not personal," her editor had said, eyes averted. "The industry's changing." Then came the breakup. Mark, her boyfriend of 3 years, a graphic designer with a charming smile, had grown distant. One evening, he packed his bags while she was at a freelance interview. "Emily, you're always so intense," he said. "Work, causes, fixing. The world, there's no room for us anymore." Later, she discovered the text on his phone from someone else. He left without a fight, taking half the furniture and all her remaining hope. Now, with savings depleted from months of sporadic gigs and rising rent, she faced homelessness. Her parents had died in a plane crash when she was 16, leaving her with a distant aunt who passed away 2 years ago. No family, no safety net. Just her. Tears streamed down her face as thunder roared outside. She couldn't stay in the apartment another minute. The walls felt like they were closing in. Grabbing her old raincoat and purse, she stormed into the night, not knowing where to go. The cold rain soaked her instantly as she raised her arm to hail a taxi. A yellow cab splashed to a stop, and she slid into the back seat, shivering. "'Cause Dr. Sheev muttered, her voice breaking. "Anywhere. I don't care." The driver, a man in his late 50s with salt and pepper hair, kind brown eyes, and a gentle smile carved by years of experience, glanced at her through the rearview mirror. His name tag read Ahmed Halil. He nodded silently and pulled away. From the curb, the windshield wipers beat a steady rhythm against the pouring rain, and the cab's heater hummed softly, creating a fragile cocoon of warmth. For the first 15 minutes, neither spoke. Emily stared out the window at blurred city lights, her thoughts spiraling. What's the point anymore? No job, no love, no home. A dangerous thought whispered in her mind and terrified her. "You okay back there, miss?" Ahmed asked gently. She wiped her eyes. "Not really, it's the bad night." Ahmed smiled softly. "Bad nights come to everyone, some worse than others." "I'm Ahmed, Emily. You carry the weight of the world, Emily. Strangers make good listeners, no judgment." And she told him everything. Ahmed listened. Then he shared his own story of Lebanon, of war, of losing his wife Layla, of saving his daughter Sarah, of arriving in America with nothing but grief and determination. He spoke of nights crying alone in his cab, of nearly giving up, of finding purpose again through teaching and love. "Hope finds us," he said quietly, when we opened the door. When Emily said she could no longer write, Ahmed handed her a worn leather notebook. "Layla's poems, her words, her legacy. Right," he said. "You never know whose life you save." That night changed everything, Amelie wrote. The story spread. It healed strangers. It reunited a family. It rebuilt a life. It turned pain into purpose. Years later, sitting beside Ahmed on his porch, watching his grandson play, Emily finally understood. Some people don't enter our lives to stay. They arrive to save us, then walk quietly back into the rain. If this story touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might be struggling tonight. Leave a comment with your thoughts. And remember, sometimes one kind conversation, one shared story, one human connection can change a life forever.